back at it again. This is for firefighter Leavy, and he was from Engine 217. They're in Brooklyn, the Smokebusters. 110 floors to take them to the top. They're in Bed-Stuy. Prior to working for the FDNY for 5 years, Neil was actually a commodities trader at the New York Mercantile Exchange, which was actually in the towers. On 9/11/2001, as part of Bed-Stuy's Engine 217 out of Brooklyn, our brother was working in the Tower 2, and part of the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history, where upwards of 25,000 were saved. He has a family history of being part of the FDNY, and from what I read, his father was also a New York police officer. This climb is dedicated to his father John, his mother Anna, and his brother Mark. So 110, and we'll be at the top for Engine 217, the Smokebusters, out of Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Like I said before, he wanted to get there to be one of the busier stations. So this is, with honor and respect, carrying him up 110 floors. He was actually a part-time bartender there in Great Kills in Staten Island in a bar called Memories, and was part of the Emerald Society in the FDNY. This climb is dedicated to his family left behind, to the FDNY off and on the line. A promise was made. He will never be forgotten. Our brothers will be accounted for, along with the, and still counting. We're gonna go 110 floors with honor and respect given for his 5-year career in the FDNY. This is the second climb of this 48-hour tour. And right now it's for firefighter Leavy from Engine 217. Thanks, LJ. Pushing another brother to the 110th floor. And we're going up right now. My brother, who actually was a civilian in the trade centers, working for the New York Mercantile Exchange as a commodities trader in the trade center, like I said, prior to coming on to the FDNY and having a 5-year career serving the citizens of New York there at Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn, Engine 217 on the Smokebusters. He wanted to be at one of the busiest stations he could find, and he was. He had 2 citations for his unit. So, with honor and respect of his cards for his citations while on the FDNY to his service to the citizens of New York. We will always remember. We will never forget the sacrifices made so others could live. One by one, our brothers are going vertical. The initial 343, following will be the end still counting, with their own 110th floor memorial stair climbs. We made a promise we can't forget. And this is the 185th to go vertical in the original 343. Another brother reaching that top. Right now it's for Leavy, of Irish descent. Taking him up to the top. For his father John, who I understand is a retired NYPD, his mother Ann, and his brother Mark. Taking him vertical as we speak to the 110th floor. Symbolically going to the top, finishing the footsteps of our brothers that have gone before us. So we never forget, we always remember, and keep their memories alive. So this 110 is for another brother to reach the top, to take the Smokebusters into 217, all the way vertical, to finish the footsteps where Neil was found in Tower 2 in the stairwell trying to be able to rescue someone, where he used to work as a civilian. As a commodities trader who had a Bachelor's of Science in finance from New Jersey City University. Worked in Great Hills and Staten Island at a bar called Memories as a part-time bartender, to being part of the Emerald Society and the FDNY. We cannot forget what happened and the sacrifices made so that others could live. Following his footsteps in his family and joining the FDNY gave 5 years to the citizens of New York in one of the busiest stations in Brooklyn. They're in Bed-Stuy, the Smokebusters into 217. Carrying him to the top. Well, as far as the helmet, as I said yesterday, I'll have it back next shift for my climbing helmet. So in the meanwhile, we're carrying the Sunland Park Fire helmet while I'm here. I took my climbing helmet to luncheon at the New Mexico, West Texas Optimist International Club Conference, where I gave a brief presentation on the 343 commitment is still counting. So for right now, I'm in my work helmet, but my next climb will be back in my climb helmet. Carrying him to the top. We're going to the 110th floor with honor and respect given for the sacrifices made so that others could live in the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history on the back of the worst terrorist attack on U.S. soil. Be at the over halfway point in just a little bit, and some floors after that, we'll be at the top. The 110th floor is the goal for our brother right here. Into 217, the Smokebusters, firefighter Leavy. Our brother went to school and attained a Bachelor's of Science in Finance. Worked as a commodities broker, as a civilian in the World Trade Center, prior to joining the FDNY. Hey, Alan. And this is a completion of his footsteps. His 110. All 343 will be accounted for. And those still counting will begin the memorial climbs on the completion of the initial 343. We got a long ways to go, but everybody will go vertical as long as I can do this. Taking another brother on its way to the top. So good evening from Sunland Park, New Mexico. Currently on a 110 floor stair climb for firefighter Leavy from into 217. They're at Bed-Stuy in Brooklyn. The Smokebusters. Right now we're taking them 110 floors to finish his footsteps where he was found in Tower 2. Symbolically, we're going all the way to the top. It's a little bit humid right now. Mask is semi-okay, not fogging yet. But depending on how things go, we'll see. We're at 13 minutes and almost 14 minutes into the climb now. So this 110 floors we're going for. Taking our brother, firefighter Leavy, symbolically with me to that 110th floor. To always remember, to never forget. Going there in honor of his 5-year career with the FDNY, in honor of his family history and heritage in the FDNY. For his father, John, mother Ann, and brother Mark. He will never be forgotten. But right now, we're making sure of it. This is why we climb, to carry our brothers vertical, to finish their footsteps to that top symbolic 110th floor, top of the tower. And We're getting there. A step at a time, closer to another floor, closer to firefighter Neil Leavy, into 217, bed stoy, Brooklyn, the Smokebusters, closer to reaching the 110th floor. Taking him all the way to the top. Finishing his footsteps. These are the reasons why we climb. To never forget, to always remember, and to finish where they started. Symbolically taking them up to the top of the tower. So right now, we should be around the halfway mark. So we'll look in just a minute. I think we should be at the 5th vertical coming up if I've been counting correctly. Because the actual climb takes about 30 minutes to 32 minutes. And right now, we just crossed the 17-minute time frame. For firefighter Neil Leavy into 217. Going up with honor and respect all the way. Pushing every step, one closer to the top to get our brother there. This should be the 5th vertical. I'll look right now after it's over. This should put us over the halfway mark. For firefighter Neil Leavy, a 5-year veteran of the FDNY. He used to be a civilian working in the World Trade Centers as a commodities trader. Worked part-time as a bartender in a bar called Memories there in Staten Island. Pushing him till we reach that top. Coming up. Trying to get there. All right, so this is for Neil Leavy, right here. There's a 217. Smokebusters out of bed stoy. Okay, now it's starting to warm it up in here. Bringing in the heat cell. So, mask is fogging up a little bit now, but we're good. Gonna finish this climb. See where we're at now. In almost 20 minutes, 74 floors. On the way up till we reach the 110th. Going there now. For the Smokebusters. Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. into 217. Getting down to about a little over 30 floors. On this 110 floors left. We got about 30. A little over of this 110. For firefighter Neil Leavy, a brother of Irish descent, followed his family's footsteps and joined the FDNY after being a commodities broker during the Trade Center. Responded as part of the greatest rescue effort in U.S. history, to which he was found rescuing people in the second tower. We cannot forget the sacrifices made so that others would live. We're going there now with honor and respect. Going to the 110th floor. On that last vertical before the last break, or before the 7th. We're on the 6th vertical right now. And right now, starting to fog up a little bit more. Pushing him to that symbolic top of the tower. Going there with honor and respect given for the sacrifices made so that others could live. My brother received 2 unit citations. We will never forget. We will always remember. All right, try to catch a little bit of cool air for this little bit of a break. 110 floors. We're coming up on 90. A few more floors left, and we're counting them down. After this little rest period, we'll be at the 101st floor for firefighter Neil Leavy. It's only a matter of time. We're going to be at that top. Need to cool it just a tiny bit. Coming up on the 90th for firefighter Neil Leavy. Into 217. Bitstoy. Smokebusters. For his 5 years of service to the FDNY and the citizens of New York. To his owning a bachelor's degree that he went to New Jersey City University for a bachelor's of science in finance, to which he worked at the trade centers as a commodities trader. So now, the last of the verticals. Taking our brother to the finish, to that finish line at the 110th floor. Going all the way with honor and respect of the sacrifices made so that others could live. It's a sauna. Definitely. It's definitely humid outside too. So it only makes it better inside. Pushing him all the way to the top. The 185th brother of 343. Making the vertical. Going there. Almost done with his last vertical. Pushing him. Yeah. All right. We have officially made 100. I'm good with where I got. I'm still on duty. Pushing him to finish those footsteps. Firefighter Neil Leavy into 217. Bedstoy, Smokebusters. This climb is dedicated to the FDNY, off and on the line, to his father, John, his mother, Ann, his brother, Mark, and his family on the job with the FDNY, who are retired. We're going there. 5 more floors, and this climb has reached the 110th. Going all the way till we reach the top. Heading vertical for firefighter Neil Leavy. Almost there. Pushing our brother to that top. Towards the 110th. So, we're almost there. Literally around the corner now. We're going. My brother. This climb is almost complete. For firefighter Neil Leavy. 5 years of service. 2 unit citations. Our brother deserves honor and respect. 110 floors. Brother Neil Leavy into 217. Bedstoy, Smokebusters. Rest easy, brother. we got it from here.